I'm so tired. Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm gonna do a review, a movie review on A Quiet Place. Yes, and let's keep it quiet. Okay, anyway, A Quiet Place is a movie directed by none other than Mr. John Krasinski, who was notably known for being Jim in The Office, which is one of my favorite comedy TV shows of all time. And yeah, similar to what Jordan Peele did. He's a comedian, but sometimes comedian wants to, flex their muscles a little bit and show that they have a more serious side as well. So this is John Krasinski's serious side, and it really worked. So the premise is really, really simple. So Earth is now overran by these alien creatures, monsters that can hear sound, but they are blind. So they can't see you, but they can hear you. And if they do, they will fucking rip you apart and kill you instantaneously. So, if you make a noise, you're dead. And that's what makes this movie so intense and suspenseful and scary. I like how this movie drags its audience into the movie and makes the audience feel like they are in the shoes of the characters in the movie. If you're watching A Quiet Place in the theaters, I'm pretty sure that no one will dare to make a sound. And if you're watching this movie with your family, I'm pretty sure that no one in your family are going to dare to speak because everyone is so scared of getting killed by this alien creature wherever it is, But yeah, this movie is indeed one of the more effectively and successfully intense and scary movies of the year. However, this movie isn't really centralized on the monsters. It's more about humans than monsters and how humans survive without sound. We rely on sounds so much. Right now, I'm speaking. But if we can't make sounds, if we can't make any noise, I won't be able to make any reviews. But yeah, this movie really reflects how humans rely on sound and how humans adapt to the environment and their new life without making too much sounds. So in the movie, we see the family, instead of using a plate, they use a leaf. Instead of using utensils to eat food, they use their hands. And yeah, life without making sound is really tough and difficult. And that's one of my favorite elements of the movie, really. And also, what I really love about this movie is that it doesn't show you what happened on day one. On the teaser before the movie title sequence, it shows you what happened on day 89. So they were kinda adapted to this new way of life already, but something crazy happened on day 20, not 20, day 89. And then after the title sequence, we fast forward to day 400 something. It's been over 1.5 years. So that's why once we jump into the movie, into the main plot of the movie, they already have a system. They have a farm. They have electricity generators. They have these light towers, and they have these CCTVs. It's very advanced. We can really see a system. And that makes us like the characters even more, but they also make us somehow fear these creatures even more. Yeah. Being able to survive for over 450 days in a world like that, it takes a lot of skills and a lot of brain. And that's why the characters in the movie are all very smart and intelligent. And that's one of the reasons why I root for the characters so much. By the way, I'm gonna say the father, the dad, the mom, the son, and the daughter, because they didn't really speak their names in the movie, so I'm just going to refer to them as the dad, the mom, the daughter, the son. And yeah, now let's get on to the cons of the movie. One of the biggest cons of the movie is the ending. The ending is a little vague. It just kind of ended abruptly. and it just turned black. And I just wish that there are more towards the ending. A more satisfying ending would be great after such a roller coaster ride of fear and suspense. We need some satisfaction. And there are also a few flaws in the plot of the movie here and there. And not that they are making the entire movie bad, not like they are ruining the movie. They're just odd, a little odd and out of place. And there are also a few cliche scenes that I don't find that scary or interesting, like a bloody hand smacking onto a window, like we've seen that shot so many times. But there are also a lot of scenes in this movie that are actually quite innovative and original. But yeah, John Krasinski really proved us that he can make something scary and serious as well. And yeah, this movie really worked out for him because it's actually quite scary, especially when it comes to the second half. The first half is mostly, build up and introduction of the set, but the second half gets really, really suspenseful. It's it keeps me on the edge of my seat. But yes, the acting is incredibly realistic because the two main characters, the mom and the dad, are actually Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, who are actually couples in real life, and the daughter is deaf in the story, and the actress of the daughter is actually also deaf in real life, so that's impressive. And what's even more impressive is that John Krasinski and the writers and the other writers of this movie had successfully conveyed the story without using any dialogue. Or more like, well, there are a couple of dialogues in the movie, but it's very rare. It's very few. So mostly the characters are using their body language, they're using sign language and facial expressions, and to see them communicate this way is so, I guess, interesting, but at the same time, it makes us fear the monster even more. And I also want to add that the second last scene is pretty damn emotional, and it's really memorable. It's in my mind for a chunk of the day. Overall, I enjoy this movie pretty much, even though it's not larger than life, even though it's not too ambitious of a movie. The premise is simple and it hits hard. And yep, it has some legit scary moments. I am saying A Quiet Place is a movie definitely worth watching, and I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. So, have you watched A Quiet Place? From 1 to 10, how much did you rate it? Like if you like it, hate if you hate it, and subscribe if you want more. And I will get a new haircut.